Uh. Hello, hello. It's been a while. How is everyone? Hello, hello. How are you? Hopefully you're having a wonderful Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Um, yeah. It's been a while. I am getting better though. I do still sound kind of raspy, so you gotta bear with me. You still sound sick? I'm like better. The thing is that last week I felt like I knew I was getting sick, but it wasn't to the point where like it got pretty bad. But right on Thursday before streaming, it was probably a bad idea. I took a nap, and when I woke up, literally my voice was gone. I don't know what happened in that period of my nap, but yeah, my voice was gone and I couldn't really speak. So I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't stream. Busy, hello, hello, how are you? Oh, hope you're feeling swell. Yeah, I'm doing better. That's all I can really say. I'm doing better. I can actually talk, so it's a good thing. And like, my cough is like here and there, but it's not like a constant thing like it was like end of last week and the beginning of this week, so it's better. That's how they get you. I know. Like I just felt like, okay, yeah, it's gonna get bad, but I should be able to at least do Thursday stream and then take the weekend off and it'll be fine. I've been like taking medicine and everything to just prevent it, but yeah, after my nap it was just like, no, my body was not having it. Which kind of sucked because I wanted to just do it just chatting and talk about the little game show that happened on Celestia channel. And you know, just talk about like what you guys thought about it, if you guys were able to catch it and stuff. Wear warm clothes, it's still cold. The thing is that it's hard because like the weather, well, Mother Nature decides to be bipolar. Like, even for this week, it's been like warm for 2 days and then it snows like 2 feet of snow for the next 4 days. So it's just like I can never be prepared enough when I go outside. When I think I'm prepared, it either gets too hot or too cold, and then I'm like, well, I'm not dressed for this weather now. But yeah, hopefully spring will come soon and then I don't have to see any more snow for the foreseeable future. Which would be nice, and then hopefully I won't get sick as often. Hopefully, but knowing me, I'll probably get sick in the summertime because my immune system decides it wants to be unique in its own little way. What do you mean? Wear a puffy coat and 10 sweatpants? It's easy. Yeah, but then when it gets super warm, what am I gonna do? Start like taking off all these layers? That's just too much work. You know, there's only so many layers you can, you know, take off before people start giving you the side eye and be like, what the frick is this girl doing? But yeah, hopefully you guys were able to watch the Celestia stream on April Fools. That was a really fun stream to do. I actually had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that with everyone. And I'm also really surprised that people were able to guess who was who. Well, for me and Lily. Like, I tried really hard to be not me, but I think like, I don't know how you guys figured it out. You guys must know me better than I know myself. But yeah, that was fun. The voice changer was fun. I was rewatching the stream, and the voice changer actually brings my voice pretty high, surprisingly, compared to my normal voice. It's kind of whiplash. when I rewatched that one part. Are you forgetting something important? What am I forgetting? It's been technically 2 weeks since I talked to you guys, so it's like, what am I forgetting? Kizaru, hello, how are you? Missed you. You know what? I felt very empty the last 2 weeks, not gonna lie. I felt like I was missing something. So, yeah. Wow, you really what? What did I forget? Is there something I forgot? What? What am I forgetting? It's been a while. What am I forgetting? Then again, it shows your age. What? Are you talking about like what, my birthday? I didn't do much for my birthday, let's be honest. Think woman, what am I thinking about? You should know by now my head is usually pretty empty. When I'm streaming, my brain's pretty empty. It's just whatever flies in there. Oh yeah, my birthday. Yeah, I didn't really do much for my birthday. What did I do? I had cake with my siblings, and then the day afterwards I did an Easter egg hunt with the kids. That's basically it. It was really much a very boring, didn't do much kind of thing. And then I had dinner with my best friend. That was basically it. I didn't really do much. It's a very boring birthday. And Big Sis too. Yeah, we just kind of cut a cake. Well, okay. Big Sis 2 made a cake for me, so I had that cake, and then we just bought a cake for her. So that was basically it. She made me a carrot cake because she's like, what kind of cake do you want? I'm like, oh, surprise me. As long as it's not a Black Forest cake. I'm not a big fan of Black Forest cakes. So I'm like, anything besides that, I'll be happy to eat. So she made me a carrot cake, which was really yummy. Do I have a picture of it? Give me a second. Let me see if I have a picture of it. Girl, Easter egg hunt is a lot more than anyone would do, guarantee. True. It's more of like, the kids were doing that, and then I was just kind of like munching on the candy that they find afterwards, kind of thing. So it's more of them doing all the work, and I reap all the benefits of it all. Here's what it was. I didn't plan it. Big Sis 2 planned it. So then I was just there eating all the candy. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry. The kids aren't asleep yet, so I had to tell them to quiet down a little bit. You do like the... Okay, in all honesty, I am. I'm a very much a introverted, I hardly go out kind of person. In all honesty, it's been a while since I've seen my best friend. Like, I text her here and there, but I actually haven't seen her for a while because we've been so busy. And then yeah, we just had like dinner together. So that was a nice thing to catch up. It wasn't anything like interesting really. We kind of just talked about like, how's work? Basic things. There was no drama. Because I feel like the drama that I can talk about is not anything that she really cares about. You know? All of mine is like internet drama, and she'll be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, never mind. It's okay. It's okay. No President's Day. Oh no, my siblings gave me money, so I have a new iPad. So that's nice. I'm excited for it. So now I can do more. I can finally learn how to 3D model things. So maybe I'll do that on stream one day. I have to figure out the program. And maybe get back into animation and drawing since the iPad is better now. So that's a good thing. That's what I got. I got money to buy myself an iPad. So basically, it paid for half of my iPad while I paid the other half of it. So that's nice. And then, um, what did I get for Big Sis too? Oh, I got her like a leather jacket. She wanted a leather jacket, so I just got her that. So it wasn't anything like super crazy. Crow, hello, hello, how are you? Brandon, hello, hello, how are you doing? It was your birthday? Oh, my birthday was on the 2nd. It's been a while. It's been a while. So, it's all good. I'm just old now, is what it is. Wait, you got money? Yeah. I told him to give me money so I can get a new iPad. Because mine was pretty old and it was getting hard to actually do things on it, like practical things on it. So that's what I have. So I'm excited to use it. Time for Nomen? Yeah, I really want to learn it. I have it, but it's like my iPad before would crash every time I tried to smooth out whatever I was trying to do. But it was a pretty old iPad. So I kept on crashing, so I couldn't really do much with it. But yeah, now I can try to do a 3D model. I'm thinking of trying to do a 3D model of a chibi version of myself. That'll be fun. Will it look pretty? Probably not. I'll probably look like a monster, but it's okay. It's a learning process is what it is. You not spent on Korean barbecue. Hey, I know my priorities, kind of. You know, I could have probably not spent as much money as I did on an iPad. I could have probably got like a less powerful one, but I'm like, well, if I'm gonna use this technically for the rest of my life, I'll just buy like the higher end one so I never have to rebuy it. I think that's my mindset, and it's probably the worst mindset ever because it's like then I'm just spending too much money on something that technically I don't really need. But you know, consumerism, it's fine. I have already spent it, so there's no going back. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I didn't do much for my birthday. Boyd, hello, hello, how are you? You could have saved the money on a rainy day, but iPad is life. Hey, iPad was very important because I actually use it more often than I thought I would. Because the one that I have been using, I've been using it since I started streaming. So the iPad was where I did all of my thumbnails and stuff. So now I can probably do more on it. If I really wanted to, I can probably edit videos on the iPad. Will I? Who knows? Because I have to figure out how to use the program. So that's a learning curve in itself, but you know, possibilities are out there. It's been a while since I've seen you guys. Yeah, it has been a while. But it's all good. Thank you for dropping by. It's always nice seeing you again and seeing people I haven't seen in a while. It's always nice to catch up kind of thing. I mean, if it means you get a new skill, I think it's worth it. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is I always really wanted to get into like 3D modeling and stuff because it would be cool to be able to do it. But I just haven't had like the technology for it, so it's nice. iPads are mighty useful. So drawing, editing, doom scrolling, so many utilities. Yeah, it is. But the thing is, it's like I probably didn't have to buy the highest end one, but it's okay. It'll last me till literally when I die. Let's be honest. I don't think I ever have to buy a new one, so it's all good. I can probably like handed down to like the next generation at this point. So you got a boring birthday, but Big Sis 2 birthday was fire. Well, she got more gifts technically because she actually wanted physical items. Like she had a list of like things that people can buy her. So yeah, so technically she got more gifts. I just got money, which I'm perfectly fine with, in all honesty. Because every time when like my birthday comes or like when Christmas comes, I always never know what I want. So it's always nice for them to just give me money, and then later on when I figure out what I want, I can just buy it, in all honesty. I'm never much of like a what is it? Like I'm never the type who wants like physical like clothing or like perfume kind of person at that moment. I'm more of like just give me the money and then I'll figure out what I want later. The reason I haven't been here in a whole is because my channel is blowing up. I'm glad to hear that. Congratulations to you. And thank you for the birthday wishes. I didn't know. It's all good. I don't really advertise my birthday much. I just kind of be like, yeah, I won't be around for like the first week of April, mostly. Because, you know, birthday stuff. But it's all good. Next birthday, ask for a car. Nah, that's a little bit too expensive, okay? You know what I'm gonna get if I ask for a car? I'm gonna get one of those like kid, what are they called? Those kid RC cars. Not even an RC car. The ones where like you actually step on the pedal. I don't know what those cars are called. I'll get one of those guys. And I probably won't even go that fast. But maybe I can get like a really expensive car in that point. I don't know. Like maybe I can get a do they even make a McLaren's or whatever they're called, or Ferrari in that form? Maybe I can finally get one of those expensive cars. It just doesn't have the horsepower of the real car. It's better, no need for an oil change. That is true. But think about trying to get to point A to point B. It's probably faster for you to walk at that point. We can get you the biggest American truck. Oh my god, and then we can like what is it? We can modify it and make it into a monster truck with the really big wheels and everything. We're set for life. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, Void. Enjoy the rest of the day or night, or yeah, enjoy the rest of your night or day or evening, wherever you are. Thank you for dropping by. Really do appreciate it. Oh, there's a Lamborghini Mini? Oh, is there? Oh. Do I think Lamborghinis are cool? I don't know. They're okay. I'm not much of a car person. Sometimes I feel like the really like expensive like sporty cars look kind of weird. They're just shaped kind of weird. I'm like, I don't think you're that cool, but whatever. But that's a me thing. I'm more of like, I like cute cars. You know? Like mini Coopers and sometimes the boxy cars are okay if they're not too much of a box, you know? But you won't reach the pickup. That's why in the back of the truck there'll be like a little like stepping stool, so I can just step on that to get into the car, and then, you know, put the stepping stool in the back again afterwards. getting into it is a problem, but getting out of it is fine. You can just hop off, you know? It's fine. This old lady, what do you mean? Um, just gonna need the extend of, oh my god, probably. Or you know what? You know how they have those emergency ladders for some places where like you just pull it down and it's like it just drops the ladder. I'll just have that attached to the top, like the hood, the roof of the car. And every time I need to get off, I just pull it and then I'll just use the ladder to get down. Wow. Innovation. You don't like futuristic cars? No, sometimes they just look a little, they look kind of ugly. I don't know. Sometimes the shape of the car just looks kind of ugly. I'm like, do I want to drive this thing? No. If someone gave it to me, will I drive it? Probably, because they gave it to me. But will I buy it myself? No. The ladders that helicopter got, right? Yeah, something like that. That'll be so much easier. Think about it. It's like compact enough that I can like fold it up and put it away, and it'll be light enough that it won't add extra like weight to the vehicle. Smart. Big brain move. Start patenting that for vehicles. You mean a rope ladder? Something like that. I don't know what it's called. Those ladders are made of string. Yeah, that's even better. Like, not like I need something heavy duty. I'm just getting in and out of a vehicle. You know? But okay, when you think about it, isn't... Like, for monster trucks, don't they just technically go under the car and just climb up, like, the metal skeleton of the car to get to the seat? Isn't that how it works? I don't know. I've never seen a monster truck, show. So I assume that's how they get into the vehicle, because it's like... No, there's no way that someone just runs out with a ladder and makes the dude like climb a ladder to get to their vehicle. So that doesn't seem practical in itself. Honestly, I have no idea. I never seen them get in. Oh, I kind of assumed that, yeah, they just like, because technically the outside of the car is kind of made out of like a very thin... Is it even made out of metal? I feel like metal will make it too heavy and then it can't do its like flips and stuff. So it's like, I don't know, made out of some type of material. But then it's like they can probably climb up like the skeleton of the vehicle on the inside. Who knows? I don't know. But you need your car to be self-driving. Can't trust you about... What do you mean? I'm a perfectly safe driver. But if the car can drive itself, that'll be perfect. Then I don't even have to think. In all honesty, that would be the perfect thing. Because I literally hate driving. It's just too much sometimes. Sometimes I can't trust people on the road. I'm just like stressed. When I have to go to like somewhere like further away, that takes like more than 45 minutes, and it's like, oh, I gotta like make sure no one does anything crazy. Don't tell me you forgot accidents. You almost... I didn't do any accidents, okay? I'm a safe driver. It's people who try to basically ruin my car is what it is. I avoid them. Is what it is, okay? I'm a safe driver. You just have to trust my word on it. Okay? That's all you can do is trust me. We're going with the trust me, bro situation here, okay? No accidents you almost made. I didn't make any accidents. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done anything like that. I don't know. You're delusional at this point. No. It was not me. Oh, everybody. Oh, I'm just jumping topics now. I'm sorry, my brain's a little bit everywhere. But everybody's been playing what is it? Tomodachi Life. I'm just like, oh my god, I kind of want to play this now. I'm like so tempted to just buy it because it's on the original Switch. I'm like, oh my god, if I do this, I can basically make Celestia. And that'll be interesting. Who else will I make? Probably some Hololive members. But yeah, everybody's been playing that right now, so I'm like, ooh, makes me a little bit like maybe I should buy it too. Just so I can play a little bit of it. I know you haven't made an accident, but it was a close call. I don't know what you're talking about. I have never done anything like that. You must be imagining it, is what it is. Okay, they do just climb. Oh, okay, they do just climb into monster trucks. They climb between the body and the chassis since there's no door. That's what I figured, because I'm like, I don't remember them having doors. I just don't know how they would get in, because it's pretty high up too. I'm assuming they don't have like a dude just run from the side bringing a ladder kind of thing. Zula, hello, how are you? If only had some money to buy it, return. No. I can't return it anymore. The return policy is over. I'm stuck with it now, is what it is. But yeah. Tomodachi Life. That's a game right now that I've been watching a lot of people play. I'm like, ooh, interesting. Astra has already dragged her greasy fingers all. Yeah, it's not. They can't have it back no more. Ari put stickers and everything all over it. I have already marked my territory on it. There's no going back. Literally the first day I got it, I'm like, you know what? This needs stickers. I just stuck stickers all over it. So now it's like, yeah, you can't have it back no more. Go from her and the kids. Yeah, it's too grimy now. They don't want it back. Did you buy it at the Apple store? It's usually 2 to 3 weeks return policy. Don't tempt me there. Don't tempt me there. I already put my stickers on it. There's no going back. I did buy it at the Apple store. How did you know? You got Korean barbecue on her? Nah. Ask Apple is no Costco return policy. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't returning it no more. It is already my property. I have already put stickers on it, so yeah. I like those stickers, so there's you can't take them off. No. That's not how it works. What else do I want to talk about? I didn't really have anything really planned. I usually don't have anything planned, let's be honest, for just chatting streams. It's just kind of like whatever's on my mind right now. You assume that there will be more things on my mind since I haven't talked to you guys for like 2 weeks. But surprisingly, nothing interesting has happened. Ooh. Okay, it's not anything like super interesting, but I went down a rabbit hole about hypothermia. Why did I go down a rabbit hole with hypothermia? I don't remember. I think I was watching something and they were talking about hypothermia. And I was just like, I got a little bit curious about it. And then, yeah, I was just doing research about hypothermia. Luckily Costco sells iPads and other Apple products. No, we don't talk about no more. It's no going back. Such a specific topic. I know. This is what happens sometimes when my brain gets a little bit like more curious about something, and then I just end up going down a rabbit hole. But yeah, what I figured out, I should probably do some conversions. But what I figured out is apparently hypothermia can happen when the temperature goes below 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're not ready for the weather and it goes below that, then hypothermia can start to happen. And then basically your internal body temperature just starts dropping from what it is, and your body just can't keep that temperature. And then for it to try to conserve itself, you start shaking, right? You start like shivering, and then all your blood goes away from your fingers and your toes. That's why those are the first ones that go. Yeah, to keep like your core temperature warm. Did you know, I actually didn't know this, but did you know your head is a spot that loses 50% of your heat? Especially when you start getting hypothermia, like your head is basically a giant heat bulb that just loses all the heat. This is why you always wear a hat in the wintertime. But yeah. Was that bored? No, it's actually a very interesting topic. Well, let's be on a quiz now. It's not gonna be on a quiz, but I just thought it'll be interesting to talk about it. What else? Oh yeah, and then you know how like by the point where you start taking off your clothes, or when like you start like feeling really warm, that's like the end. That's when you know you're gonna like croak. Because I think that's like when your body starts having like false hallucinations, and it thinks that it's warm, but it's literally in the process of trying to tell you, nah, GG, you're gone. So when you get to that point, there's no going back. So yeah, that's all I learned. It's really important for hypothermia. But yeah. Yeah. That was my little rabbit hole I went down in the last 2 weeks that I haven't seen you guys. What else? I keep on like I sidetracked again. I was gonna talk about more about the April Fool's stream. Sorry, my brain is a little bit like everywhere. Learning her own illness? I do not. What do you mean? But what? Okay, let's get back to the April Fool's stream on the Celestia channel. As I was saying before, when I was rewatching it, I actually didn't notice I was talking a lot about the US. That wasn't intentional. For some reason, my Canadian brain just automatically defaulted to try and compare things to the US. Why? I don't know. But apparently that's why everyone figured out that I was who I was. Jaeger, hello, how are you? Where have you been? I've been sick. That's what happened. But I'm back now. I'm feeling a little bit better. Okay, not a little bit, much better than before. So, yeah, I'm back. Yeah, it's been a while. But how are you doing? Okay, but it was easy to tell. That's the thing, like everybody was saying that it's like my what is it, my mannerism? Not mannerism, like my tone of voice and stuff. I'm like, but how though? I feel like I was trying to change the way I was talking the whole time. No, from the I know the beginning part I screwed up. I shouldn't had said hello hello. I didn't even think. I didn't I didn't even think that I would that would give me away. But like after I said that and someone in chat was like, "Oh yeah, that has to be her." That's what she said. I'm like, "Crap." I never really thought about how I said hello. But yeah, every time I start stream, I feel like I always do a double hello. I'm like, "But why do I do that?" Weird. Um, oh, I'm all right. Just been working. Hopefully work hasn't been too bad for you. The rest I don't know since I don't want. Yeah, no, that's fair. But I was surprised. Um, how well everyone was able to pick out me and Lily. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I was doing a pretty good job. I guess not. And then people were saying that my sass gave me away. Am I really that sassy? I'm like, what? I'm pretty tame most of the time on stream. I don't know how you guys figure that out. Yes? Am I really like that? Am I really that sassy? Do you have any plans to get Tomodachi? Oh, I was just talking about that, Jigger. Pokopia not anytime soon because I don't have a Switch 2. But Tomodachi, since it's on the original Switch, I've been very tempted to get it. In all honesty, I've been seeing so many people play it that I'm like, ooh, I'm tempted to get it. But maybe. I'm still sitting on it. You're a little sassy, am I? But then again, we don't interact with you. That is true. Your sass is making it funny though. I try really hard to channel my inner mean girl kind of vibe. You know? That was like my mindset when I was creating Josephine. The name was actually kind of funny because it's like I was trying to search up very what was I searching for names? I think I typed in British female names and then it was it was Bridget, Josephine, and Sandra or something. And I'm like, you know what? Josephine sounds very classy and that sounds like a very much like a mean girl name. So then that's what I picked. Is what it was. It's Astra. Cute Astra is always sassy. Am I? I don't know. Your cadence is distinct. That's the thing. I didn't know that it was. Which was surprising. She told a story and started venting for 15 minutes and laughed. Oh, and I laughed. It's weird how I remember this. You know what? It's kind of crazy because I don't remember half the things I said on that stream. And then watching back on it, I'm like, oh my god, I did talk about that. And very much everything that I talked about was very last minute. I think it was an hour before the stream went live. I was trying to build this character because I basically spent, because me, Nothing, and Lily were in Discord probably, I want to say 3 or 4 hours before the stream to try to iron out all the little things and figure out how this is gonna work out. So literally we spent all that time doing that. I only probably had an hour left to basically build my character. And then yeah, all my answers to those questions were very much on the spot. I have to try to be a little bit different, but also a little bit unhinged. So some of my answers were very much that. Like the maybe I shouldn't have used the Illuminati situation because I felt that was probably a very much a me thing. But then I thought that was very unhinged to use. Ah, but yeah, that was a fun stream. Um, no, you were sassy AF. Like, you were mad at. That's the thing. I felt like that would be probably different from what I'm usually, what you're usually used to seeing me. Because I feel like my sass sometimes comes out when I'm playing scary games, but then I don't play enough scary games for it to like show as much, you know? So I kind of assume that it'll be much different because it's like, oh, I can't be like, if I be like the shy girl, it's probably too similar to like my usual characteristics. So I was trying to be more like a mean girl. First, I was thinking about being like a valley girl, but I'm like, no, I don't think my valley girl accent is like that good. So we had to scrap that. It's funny you don't know what story I'm talking about. I don't, in all honesty. You can work on it? I know. The thing is that I don't know how I'm gonna work on it because I'm not gonna talk like that to like people I see in real life. You know, that's a little bit weird starting to, you know, develop an accent. That kind of accent would be weird. To start talking to like family, they'll be like, what the hell's wrong with you? Your gaming doesn't bring much slack. That's the thing. That's why I thought that it'll be harder to figure out who was who. I guess you guys just know me too well. I'll keep it to myself, but no, you were mad and sassy. I don't know. I think, okay, in all honesty, after that stream, I did apologize to Lily because like when I was thinking about it afterwards, I'm like, I was a little bit too. It's not like I guess it wouldn't be rude, but I felt like I was like picking on Lily a little bit too much too. And Lily was like, oh no, that was like, you don't have to apologize. That was like a good bit that we had. But then afterwards, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, wow, yeah, that was a little bit too much. I felt like I was always hounding Lily. But I felt like that was probably like the best combo because it was like her character and my character were pretty much very headstrong. I felt like that was a good thing to work on. But then afterwards, I felt kind of bad. A fake apology. It wasn't a fake apology. I just felt like it was a little bit too much. Because I'm like not really used to being like that. You know? Like always like, you know, in someone's face kind of thing. So afterwards I felt kind of bad. So I did apologize and Lily's like, yeah, no, you don't need to apologize. It was fun. I'm like, I'm glad it was fun. Like I had fun doing it, but afterwards when I actually really thought about it, my like, I guess my brain was overthinking it. I'm like, oh, was I a little bit too mean? Kind of thing. Canadian saying sorry is rehearsed. Okay, that may be true. I might, most of the time when I say sorry to people in real life, it probably doesn't mean much because it's like, you know, second nature. But I was very much apologetic to Lily afterwards because I felt it like it was a little bit too heavy. At least she admits it. No, I know that though. I feel like a lot of Canadians know that when they say sorry. Now I'm like thinking, every time I say sorry now, I'm like, wait, am I saying it the Canadian way or is it the normal way? I don't know. But sometimes I catch myself saying sorry the weird way. But yeah, no. Definitely a lot of Canadians know that when they say it, it doesn't really mean it. Because I catch myself saying it when it's not even my fault. You know? Like, when someone bumps into me, I say sorry. When, like, you know, oh, we both like kind of are in each other's way, I say sorry. And I think it's just kind of like second nature at that point. The lines blur. But it is though. True. But yeah, and then like Babs afterwards, she was like, yeah, your like Canadian accent came out here and there. I'm like, did it? I didn't even think about it. I feel like, yeah. She was telling me there were some points where she caught like the way I said things. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice. They must have been like pretty subtle things. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't think I say any words differently. Well, there's some words, but I don't really use them as often. So it's like, oh, you can't really pick them up. I'm a ghost A. Yeah, I don't know if I said A. I might have, but it's just, that's also kind of second nature too. I know that when I first started streaming, it was a very heavy, you will notice it more often in the beginning when I started streaming, and then slowly it kind of doesn't show itself on stream as much. But I do catch myself saying it here and there, but it's very rare that it's caught on stream. But yeah. But okay, in all honesty, if I didn't do the if we didn't plan the Celestia April Fools bit, I kind of had like another idea that I was gonna do, but I wasn't sure if I would be able to last. In all honesty, I guess I can tell you guys because most likely, who knows if I'm actually gonna do this. Even if I do this, it's probably not gonna be anything super major. But before we ever planned the Celestia April Fools, my kind of April Fool's one was like, I'll be like speaking like I'll open the like stream, start the stream, and all of a sudden I'll be like speaking like Chinese the whole time in the beginning, and then it'll be kind of funny because then you'll be like, what the frick, what's she doing? But that was like my mini April Fool's thing, but it wasn't anything major. And in all honesty, I don't think I would have lasted that long. I feel like I'll probably only last maximum maybe 20 minutes before I'm like, okay, this is getting too hard. But you don't speak Chinese? That's the thing. I feel like if that was a plan, I would probably have to default to Chinese for like at least a week. Just start randomly speaking to my siblings in Chinese, and they'll be like, what the hell, why are you not using English all of a sudden? Try to get into the zone. But yeah, that was like my mini thing. But then nothing suggested that we do like a group thing. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. We're doing something that is way better than what I was thinking. But yeah. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun to do another like little bit like that one day. Who knows when? But it'll be fun to do it something like role-playing thing like that again. Maybe next. Do I want to change up a character, or maybe we should just bring Josephine back as like my alter ego. That's not really an alter ego, because apparently she's just me with more sass than usual. But yeah, that was fun. That voice changer was really fun too. I think all of us were fooling around with it for like a good, I want to say we were fooling around with it for a good 45 minutes, just checking whatever voices that we had access to, and it was just funny. It was just funny hearing everybody's voice differently. Okay, in all honesty, when we were streaming that, I was trying really hard not to laugh because there were some points. I don't remember what points it was, but while we were answering questions, um, in the background, people were messaging in the Discord, in our our group Discord with the four of us. Their responses, and I was reading them and I was trying really hard not to laugh. Like, I was laughing really far away from my mic. I was like trying to move my mic the furthest away while I laughed because it was just hilarious. So just normal Astra? What do you mean? I feel, yeah, okay, it might have been. But then you get a higher voice Astra. You get a more girly Astra. Because I feel like with the voice changer, I do sound very girly. Compared to my usual, like, normal speaking voice. It is very much a whiplash when, like, right when we switched from the, voice changer back to my normal voice. It's like, oh, I went down a lot of, like, tones or octanes or whatever, pitch, whatever it would be. But then, yeah, I don't really think about how low my voice is until after I heard, like, the going from the voice changer to my normal voice. I'm like, dang, my voice is pretty low, huh? Yeah. Well, there was another idea that we were, like, kind of, like, on the fence on, is that we were trying to imitate each other's voices, but then that's way too hard. Because I don't know how I would be able to imitate Lily's or Babs, because they talk way too fast. They talk faster than my usual talking voice, so then I have to be mindful of how I talk at that point, which is really hard. And it's like just certain, like, cadences, I guess. Like, I don't know if I would ever be able to, like, imitate them. Like, we were all gonna use the same voice changer and try to get it as close to, like, a uniform, like, voice and try to imitate each other, but I'm like, yeah, no, there's no way. I feel like the way I talk is really hard to change it to someone else's. From lady's voice to grown man, basically, it's basically that is what it is. Baby Luigi, hello, hello, how are you? It's been so long, how have you been? I've been good, how have you been? It has been a while, hopefully you're doing well. You can't, your voice acting isn't good. I know. I feel like, I think it's also because, like, I get a little bit self-conscious too. If to change up my voice, you need to be very much open to, like, sounding like a fool, and I'm just too self-conscious about, like, the way I talk and everything to be able to, like, do voice acting of any sort. I get embarrassed too easily. I think that's the thing. Yeah, so I would never. It'll be cool to be able to do voice acting, but I get embarrassed too easily. So there's no way for me to voice act and not, like, cringe and, like, you know, die of embarrassment trying to voice anything. Oh, I've been good. Just tired and college. Yeah, college does that to you, especially with, like, it being almost the end of a semester, or, like, you know, end of, like, the year kind of thing, where everything kind of, like, where you have to get everything done. I feel you. It's not a fun time, but then at the end of it, you know, you look back at it and it's like, yeah, and, you know, university, college wasn't as bad. Well, that's what I think, in all honesty. I kind of sometimes wish that I was back in university compared to what, you know, being an adult and working. But then that's just me being me. But yeah, no, I feel you. Boyd, welcome back. Hopefully you got a lot of stuff done. You don't want to work? Of course. Okay, let's be honest. Who does really want to work? We don't work because we want to. We work because we have to. Okay. Unless you really love your job. I feel like at that point, when you really love your job, then it doesn't matter how much you're getting paid for it, you know? And then you won't have much to complain about. But, you know, if you don't like what you do, or like you just do it because you need to get paid, that's a whole different story. Oh, it's not as busy as it was last semester, but college is college. I'm just glad you have been well. Yeah, you're right. College is college. It's like kind of like it is what it is. You have to just like kind of tough it out because there's really nothing else you can really do. But I feel you. There, yeah. Because I feel like you know how sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, it'll be fun to like be able to stream full time. But I feel like if I ever do that full time, it'll end up being less fun at that point, because then you're more stressed about like, okay, what am I gonna be streaming for like the next week? That's what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be streaming every day and like multiple hours. It's like I feel like it'll be so much more stress, and there'll be less of like just having fun at some points, because you'll be like, okay, I need to plan everything, which is like I don't know, kind of thing. But it'll be nice to be able to like do more of this if I could. Asher still doesn't. I feel like that's just part of me now. I don't. It's like a second nature kind of thing. It never goes away. This is the beginning. She's always. I know. The thing is I never really thought about it, but after streaming, that's something that I do a lot that I don't think about actively. It's a peak every time she says it. Is it? But yeah. But yeah, definitely it opened my eyes when we did the April Fool's stream, how much you guys know me. It was very heartwarming. In all honesty, I didn't think you guys knew me that well, but after after you guys were correct, it really it was really heartwarming, because I'm like, oh my god. You guys, it was heartwarming and low-key kind of scary how much you guys like were able to pick me out of like the four of us, which was like, wow. Excuse, yeah, it's second nature. No, it's your short way of saying yeah. Well, do I do that at work too? I don't know now. I don't think I do it at work. Hopefully I don't. I feel like that's a little I feel like I'm more proper at work, you know, more professional, but who knows? At this point, I might be doing this at work and I just don't catch myself. Um, it really is peak. It's funny. Oh, it's fun to hear you say it. Stuff like that is what makes someone unique, and it's really cool. Little stuff like that also gives me character ideas. But that's the thing, it's just I never really thought about it. I feel like after streaming, it kind of makes you think about like yourself as a person. Like a lot of things I don't really think I ever do. You guys bring it up, I'm like, oh, I guess I do this on stream a lot. Recorders, I know I should do that one day when I'm working. Just to record myself, but at the same time, I don't really talk to a lot of people at work. Like, I hardly really talk to people, but when I do, it's very much like business talk. So I feel like I would never have to use a kind of thing. But who knows? Skybreath, hello, hello. How are you? How are you doing? My hello part was... I know that my hello part is very much a streaming thing. I don't say that in real life. That I know of. Because I don't think I ever say... I think I say hi in real life. I don't think I ever say hello. Hello seems a little bit too proper. You definitely say that at work? Who knows? Maybe. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting better. I was sick for the last week and a half? Week and a bit. But I'm doing better, so it's good. But I'm glad you're doing good. Hopefully your week has been good too. Now I'm like thinking about when I'm doing the thing. But yeah, what else do I want to talk about? Ooh, Saturday stream might be a little bit shorter this week because apparently I have like a dinner thing I didn't know that I had. So it might only be a 2-hour stream. Maybe I have to figure out like the time that I actually have to like leave the house and stuff. But sadly, yeah, Saturday stream will probably be shorter than I wanted to, because I did want to do like a longer stream, but with like things that come up, it most likely won't. But then the week afterwards, I think it's anniversary week, isn't it? It is. Oh my god, can you believe next week will be anniversary of me streaming? It's kind of crazy. What year is it now? The 4th year? It's been a while. Do I have anything planned? No. We'll probably do another just chatting. And reminisce. It's probably another... Is it the 5th? It can't be the 5th. I can't be been doing this for this long. Wait. I gotta pull up. I have to pull up my channel. It can't be 5. I haven't been doing this for 5 years. If I have, that means like I'll be in like... I'll be like a kindergartner. I'll be like old. Oldest. No, it's my 4th year. Oh my god, you scared me. I can't do this for 5 years. It is for okay. Oh, I'm like, wait, my time can't be that wrong. I'm pretty sure I didn't do it for 5 years. But it's still crazy though. 4 years. Ooh. Been doing this for 4 years. Can you believe that? Kind of crazy. Um, Astra, when are you going to revive the Discord? If you need some help reviving, I got you. It's funny because it's like most of the time I'm in there. Like I see what you guys are saying and stuff whenever you guys do post. It's just that I never say anything because I never really have much to say, which is surprising. You assume that I will have a lot to say since I talk way too much. But yeah, no, I'm always a lurker. I'm lurker in everybody's Discord. I'm just there vibing is what it is while everybody else is chilling. So yeah, Discord. It's nice having it though, because then I can tell you guys when I can't stream. I don't want you guys waiting for me to stream when I can't and stuff. So it's nice having it when I have to tell you guys don't wait up for me on streaming days. I feel bad when if I can't let you guys know I can't be there kind of thing. She's always watching. I am. I'm always watching. Sometimes I don't respond, but I do see your messages. Sometimes it might be a little bit later, so then it feels kind of weird to respond afterwards, but I do see your messages. Yeah, you're all deal with it. I know. Which is crazy. Ooh. Oh my god. Should we like rewatch debut stream? I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I might punch debut me. I can't deal with the baby me. We did that once for like 2nd anniversary and we never did it again because I'm like I don't know if I can survive rewatching it again. Yeah, forget she's a weirdo. I know, right? Astra never responds. Is she even there? I am. I'm just lurking. I'm always a lurker. I honestly do the same thing in some Discord servers. I'm the admin in one of the servers I'm in, so I'm always lurking. The thing is like sometimes I just like knowing what people are saying, but I never want to put my 2 cents in, you know? I just like being there and just like listening to the gossip in some Discord servers and whatnot. That 4-year anniversary is oil change. Nah. We're never gonna do any of that. I don't want to learn that type of skill. It's okay. I can pay someone to do that for me, okay? I don't need to learn these skills. In other words, she's not at her own server. I am. It's funny because I actually don't own the server. I think Creamy still owns the server since it started off as an unofficial server. So, which is kind of funny. I don't even own my own server. Yeah, I should probably get ownership of it, but at the same time, I don't even know what to do. I don't know anything about Discord. This is why I'm just there. She did it twice in a row, did I? She won't. She said that a while ago, but never did. Oh, about getting ownership? Yeah, that's the thing. And I also... Yeah. Will I ever get ownership of it? Probably not. It feels like... Okay, the thing is, I probably should, since it's technically now the official Discord. But then it's like... What am I... What do I do after getting ownership of it? Like, I'm not gonna do anything different. I don't know. You see what I mean? You know me so well. And then Stream Element decides to advertise Discord. Yes, join the unofficial official Discord. That is mine. That I lurk in. What time? I know, right? Either way, who cares? The server is dead AF. The thing is, it's nice to like be able to at least let you guys know. I feel like if I ever did, if like the unofficial server wasn't there and I did make one, it'll probably just be one with just me having a schedule section. And yeah, that was probably basically it. To let you guys know when I'm streaming. And then a way to tell you guys, you know, don't wait up for me if I can't stream on certain days or whatnot. I feel like that would be as much as my small brain can handle if I ever had to make a Discord, because I'm like, I don't know how to make one. Astra should just set up a group chat. I know at that rate, that would probably just be it. That's what YouTube posts over. But I feel like sometimes YouTube post doesn't really show it to everyone. Because sometimes even like with some of the people that I'm subscribed to, I like the posts really don't show up as often. Like they show up like a day afterwards, or like, you know, 8 hours after they posted, and that's when I see it. I feel like it's not as like reliable. Like I still post it there in case some people don't have the Discord. I like having the Discord so I can just like at everybody to let everyone know. So then you guys aren't like, you know, sitting around in front of like your computer or have like your phone open just waiting for like my stream to pop up. Cause then I feel bad because it's like, oh, you guys were waiting for like, you know, who knows how long, and I didn't let you guys know that I won't be streaming. You know, I feel like it'll be like a waste of like your time, and I don't want you guys to waste time. Like waste your like whatever free time you have waiting for like a stream that I can't do. It was nice having it so I can let you guys know. The group chat would be cool. I feel like if we ever have a group chat, I'm most likely I'm also just gonna be a lurker there. I'm always that. Even okay, because Celestia has our own little Discord server in itself. And I'm also very much a lurker in that one too. Because everybody else is just talking about stuff, and it's like, okay, sometimes it's like I'm not able to answer the messages right away, so I read them and then I forget to answer them afterwards. I think that's the biggest problem, is that I see them and I read them and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll answer them afterwards, and then it totally slips my mind. Because sometimes it's like, I get some messages when I'm at work and I see them and I read them and I'm like, okay, I can't really message them back at the moment. So I'll do it after I'm done work. I'll go home and answer them. And I totally forget. And then it's just, okay, well, it's a little bit late now to answer some of these, like, you know, in the moment kind of thing. So yeah. So I'm like really bad at that. Is what it is. Yeah, for me, posts are hitting are hit and miss. One time I got one and it was a week old. Yeah, like I don't know why, but sometimes it's literally I don't see it at all until like, you know, days after, and I'm like, well, would be nice to see this earlier kind of thing. I bet I'm even less active. Don't feel bad. That's the thing. But I just feel like, you know, I should probably be more active in the Discord because, you know, it is a place for you guys to chat with each other and be able to, like, you know, chat with me sometimes. Well, that's the concept of a Discord server, right? Being able to chat with the person who made it. But I'm always like MIA. I'm like literally a ghost, yeah. Uh Live open high pass a ghost. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm just like the ghost in the server. That's like there observing everyone. Um if I'm not mistaken, if you are a paid subscriber slash member, you see people's posts with notifications on. Oh, do you? I don't. I think it depends though, because I'm also very much like a, because for people I'm following on like this channel, the Astra channel, like all like the VTubers I subscribe to and stuff, I hardly see their posts when they're posted. It's always like, yeah, it's either like 6 hours after they post it or like a couple of days, even after I have like the notifications and everything on. So I don't know, maybe it's a me thing. It most likely is a me thing. But you know, I can't be the only one, you know? YouTube can't just hate me. I'll low-key be more active in your server. I'm determined to revive it. But don't feel pressure to, you know? Everybody's busy with life. It's nice seeing, you know, people chat in the server, but it's also, you know, everybody has more important things to do. And I feel like the only reason to kind of like talk in the server is also to try to talk to me, right? But if I'm never the one interacting, there's really not a lot of incentives, I guess that's the word. Yeah, to be able to, like, you know, be active in it, because I'm hardly like the one talking in it. But yeah, don't stress to like try to always constantly posting in it if like you don't have time. Oh, that's how I'm able to see the cancellation from last week's stream. I could be wrong. It's a YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm glad that at least you're able to see them and you're not like waiting for my streams. So it's a good thing that I posted on both Discord and on YouTube, just in case. Yeah. Really do want to revive it though. I love your server. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if you know which one I am in the server. In all honesty, some of you guys in the server, I literally don't know who you are because your name is different. But I just kind of assumed that you would be a certain person. I could be totally wrong and I'm just delusional. I'm like, oh yeah, this person sounds like it would be this person on stream. You know? Because some of you guys have different names. I'm just like, I'm assuming you're this person? Maybe? It's a mystery who we are, basically. It's also like sometimes when YouTube changes like your username, or like it changes. Yeah, it's usually when they change your username, but you still have the same profile picture, that it throws me off, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're this person, but your name is not that person. And then I feel bad if I get it wrong. So then I'm just like, maybe I should just read your YouTube name right now and then apologize after the fact, you know? Throw out my Canadian, my sorries, apologies after I get something wrong. Because I'm like, I know who you are from your profile picture. I just sometimes don't remember the name, because it's like, I know who you are, but your name's not coming up in my brain right now. YouTube's always making me think real hard. You expect Astra to remember people Okay, the thing is that surprisingly, my memory of like certain things is actually really good. Sometimes when you guys say something in chat, my brain like stores it, but it doesn't store very important things. My brain stores the most stupidest things, I have to admit. Like, it could store very important questions and stuff, but it doesn't. It stores information about hypothermia. And what's another stupid thing that I remember? I don't at the moment it's not I can't think of it. But yeah, all these other stupid things that my brain like kind of tucks away in the corner while I could have used that space for something important. No? And murder mystery, yes, and that too. Like, you know, how to get away with like criminal things apparently. My brain's like, oh, this might be important, stores it away, kicks out everything else. You know? Oh, I just remembered another thing my brain decides to like store. You know how like there's one time on stream where I was talking about koalas and how like you have to be careful with them because you can get chlamydia from them. Yeah, my brain stores that too. Why? I don't know, but you know, apparently interesting you know, talking points, apparently. Like, who would really want to know that? Apparently me. In a place that doesn't even have koalas. But yeah. Talking points to, I don't know. Maybe it's like an icebreaker. I don't know when you're ever gonna use it. When am I ever gonna use it? Not like never. I think the only people I talked about that with is you guys and my family. Like I'm not okay, and maybe my best friend, but my best friend thinks I'm weird anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Because I always bring up weird topics like this, and she's like, okay, like why? I'm like, why not? You know? Oh, my YouTube account and my Discord account. Ah, okay. I just thought it was easier to make them both the same. You know, you would assume so. I want you to go to a party and talk about koala. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to a party and talk to someone. It's like, did you know that you should be careful when you touch a koala because you don't want chlamydia? Like, no. Like, that's never gonna come up in a conversation because if I ever said that to someone, they'll look at me weird and, you know, slowly back away from me is what is gonna happen. Introvert statements, I know. like the worst talking points ever, but you know, it's in my brain. Did you know that fruit fly sperms are 20 times the length of their body? Which is really disgusting, but now you know, like, you know, another thing that who knows when you have to bring that up? Probably never, but it's like a very much a stun lock question that you can stun lock someone randomly. The why not is real. Just talk about whatever you want. Makes the conversation more fun. I feel like that's just me with you guys on stream. Like I literally talk about the most unhinged, stupidest things, but it's like that's the only time I can talk about it. Like random things. You know how that one time I was talking about like squirrels? And like if like the brown squirrels and the black squirrels will ever have a war, and apparently there was like a war against them of some sort. We had that one talk one time in stream. Why? I don't know. My brain just decided like it had a question. You know? This is the only time I can talk about it. is with you guys. People would be like, the hell is wrong with— basically, I feel like sometimes when I talk about things, even when I talk about like crime things or just like random, yeah, documentaries and like cannibalism and whatever that I learned from watching them, like watching documentaries and like whatever, I would probably get that look from people if I said it out in real life. You know? Perfect segue. Try and find out, yeah. And then I'll never be invited to any parties. And then there's that one person interested in koalas. I feel like if they're interested in koalas, they would not want to learn that one interesting fact about them, you know? Report back to us once you do that. Yeah, no. I have to try to be at least act like a normie when I'm out and about with people, okay? I can't just freak them out with all these like, you know, stupid knowledge I have. Science brain. It might be that too. I feel like sometimes my science brain just like is a little bit unhinged. Or sometimes, yeah, when I go down a rabbit hole of like, oh, this is interesting, what about it? Kind of thing. Oh, speaking of science brain, I also went with the hypothermia thing. I also went down a hole about what's the other one? Shoot, it was on the top. It was on. I forgot what I was gonna say. What was it? I don't remember now. Darn it, my brain just kind of died on me. It was something also very unhinged. Okay, not unhinged, but probably something you shouldn't think about real hard, but I did. Oh, what was it? Anthrax. I was watching this documentary about anthrax, and then I went down another rabbit hole about you know, the history of it and like how it's not really a practical— people thought it was like a practical way of using as like a bio weapon, but then in reality it's not really, kind of thing. But yeah. Bring dry ice to a party and you'll be the coolest person there. Yeah, but then you might also have a situation where someone, you know, is not alive anymore. Like that one, that, you know how we talked about— we have to like dig real deep. Like a couple streams back, probably a lot of streams back, how we were talking about that one Russian couple who had like that pool party where he filled up a whole swimming pool with dry ice and then he dived into it and he like suffocated. You know, that situation. You don't want that situation. She's obsessed with hypothermia. That was like my obsession for a little bit. That's why I went down a rabbit hole. And now we know. You know? All of our brains shut off randomly. It's not just you. That's the thing. I feel like the thing is I had it at the tip of my tongue and it just like literally blanked. But then you know, it came back, which was good. But yeah, went down a rabbit hole about anthrax. So that was an interesting one too. That's their fault. Just don't do dangerous stuff and you're good. But that's the thing, when you bring dry ice, people are gonna be doing stupid things. Like someone's gonna want to like hold dry ice in their hands. Don't do that, okay? Never hold dry ice in your hand. You will burn your hands, okay? You know, like I feel like when you put a whole bunch of people in a room, they're all gonna do something stupid. Like I feel like if I bring dry ice to a party, someone's gonna try to lick it. You know, there's always gonna be that one person who's gonna be like, this is cool, I'm gonna lick it. It's like, don't lick dry ice and smack you in the face. It's like, don't be stupid. You know? Ah, I wish I had like a sometimes I wish that I had like motion capture, like 3D motion capture. So you can actually see like my hand movements right now because I literally did like a backhand when I said I'm gonna smack you kind of thing. But yeah. Good excuse to hit someone. I know, sometimes. Okay. This is gonna go on another tangent. But then sometimes I hate it when people say like there is no stupid question. You know how sometimes when you're in class or sometimes people are talking to you and it's like, oh yeah, go ahead and ask questions. There's no stupid questions. And then my brain is like thinking, yes, there is stupid questions. You just have to use your brain and don't ask the really stupid questions, okay? Because there is such thing as stupid questions. You know? They just want to be nice and not give you the you know, the side eye when you ask a really stupid question. But there are. You know? So every time when someone says that, my brain automatically goes like, no, there are stupid questions. It just depends on the person that you're talking to, if they're the sharpest tool in the shed or if they're not. If they're not, then they most likely will ask you a really stupid question. You know? I'm just being mean, but you know, there are people like that. Also never engage in a land war with Asia. True. Good excuse to hit. Oh no, I read that one. Can I put dry ice on my drink? You can. That's fine. Like if it's small pieces, because sometimes people do that to give like the smokiness of it, right? But they put a really tiny piece that like by the time like, you know, they put it in there, it'll like basically disappear before you drink it. So that's fine. No one's telling you put like a big chunk of it into your drink. Because literally, your drink is non-existent at that point. But just like... Okay, I was gonna say use common sense, but common sense is not common, apparently. But never mind. But you know... Be smarter. I guess that's the word that's the only thing I can say. I like my drinks really, really cold. Can I put dry ice on my candy? You can, as long as you're not eating the dry ice, you know? Dry ice is a interesting tool to give you interesting like food things, but just don't eat the dry ice. You know? It's not... Use your brain. Is all I can say. But yeah. You know? What else? Yeah, I think that was the other rabbit hole I went down. It was just hypothermia and anthrax. Nothing new. I haven't gone down any other rabbit holes that are like somewhat recent. I have reoccurring ones that I always like kind of like that always pop up here and there, but it's like, yeah, those ones are the newest ones. Yeah, but like one of the reoccurring one is like, you know how recently we had a couple of astronauts go into space, right, for the moon thing. And then recently on my feed there was someone like a flat earther who was saying, oh, it's not real, and they got proven wrong, you know, that type of stuff. Oh well, Astra, it was nice hearing from you again. It made my night. I must now depart and also try to revive you. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. It's always nice seeing you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to just chat with me. I really do appreciate it. But Earth is flat though. No, don't, don't start with that. Just like the concept of like how the flat earthers think just like low key irks me. Cause it's like it makes no sense at all. I can't even with them. Nerd confirmed. Hey, I just can't. Sometimes it's just your science brain just like doesn't stop thinking. Uh, Goodbye, Chad. Have a great rest of your day. Yeah, you too. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and enjoy your Friday. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Earth is a cube. I think you should try to debate that with like the flat earthers. You know? You might have like a better case than they do. Um, you're wrong. It's a donut flying through space on its way to the bakery. Donut Earth sounds tasty. It would. You know? Nye, hello, hello. How are you? Wow, rude. Come in and just insult me. I see how it is. Haven't seen you in like 2 weeks and this is what I come back to. I see, I see. But how are you, Nye? How are you doing? Well, the moon is made out of cheese. Yeah. I sometimes I wonder how that even came about, you know? Like the history of like how did people think of that? Earth Earth is a cylinder, so it's a bit of both. You can't go wrong with that, you know? Agree to disagree at that point. But yeah. I think that yeah, that's a reoccurring thing that comes up. Surprisingly, it comes up more often than I thought now. I don't know why, but lately the news has been bringing up a lot about like flat earth people. So it's like, yeah. So I guess that's something that's always been on my mind because it's always coming up in news articles and stuff. Oh, and then yeah, I think it was like last month or the month before I had to explain to my sister about like there's actually people who think that the earth is flat. Like she didn't believe me. So I had to actually pull up like a like what was it? I think it was like a documentary that was made by a flat earther or something. And about like how they have conventions every like couple of years or something. And then she actually was like blown away. She was like, there's actually people who think the earth is flat. I'm like, I know, right? Like who would have thought in you know, this day and age, technology and all, you know? I thought the earth was a velociraptor. It's just any shape you want to be any at this point. But it is like you need new glasses. No, 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 no. I've been getting some flat earth debunking videos in my algorithm. Yeah, and it's kind of hilarious because flat earthers try so hard to like prove everyone wrong that the earth is flat, but they end up giving more proof of like how the earth isn't. And then I don't know how they try to backtrack and be like, no, this is, you know, my research is wrong. It's like, all right. It's funny how they try to dig their way out of it. Your sister has more faith. I know, right? sometimes it's just like I don't know how like my siblings don't know of this. Maybe I'm just a little bit too into these things. I'm like, how do you not know about these people? These weirdos. Earth is a pancake. Want to become a flat earther to spite Astra? Please don't. I have more I have more respect for you guys. You guys can't be flat earthers. Like you guys can't be like that. And you guys can also, okay, this might be also another controversial thing, but okay, I don't think it should be controversial, but please don't be anti-vaxxers either. I can't deal. You guys can't be both of those things, okay? It'll be like a double whammy. I'm like, I don't know why I'm here anymore. You guys should know by now that those are the two things that I can't deal with. You know? It's too much. If flat earther gives me money to say that say it's flat, I'll take it. You know what? You do you. If that, you know, if they pay you to just say that and you don't have to go to any of their like their what is it, their conventions and like be on any of their like videos, why not? You're making money. You know? That's fine. As long as you actually don't like, you know, drink their Kool-Aid, it's perfectly fine. Cheers, Fexus. In that case, I'll do it. Don't. But yeah, no, if they pay you to just say it to them, why not? It depends on how much they're paying you though. You know, you have to have some like dignity, okay? They can't just pay you like $10 for you to say it and you'll be like, yes. You know? You have to have more dignity for like what you believe in. They have to pay you bigger, like the bigger dollars for it. All right? Raccoon, hello, how are you? Hope you're all having a good day. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Happy to hear you're better. Yeah, I'm getting better. Well, hopefully it is like I am getting better and it's not kind of like my body thinks it's getting better, but then it gets sick again. So yeah, hopefully I'm at the end of the sickness, but who knows? Oh no, I'm a flat earther and an anti-vaxxer. You can't, Palm. You can't be both of them. I can't deal with you if you are. Doing good. A big rainy week. Is it at least like a relaxing rainy week, or is it like a downpour? You know, downpours are always like gross. But if it's like kind of like a nice like calming rainy week, that's kind of nice. Feeling the same pity to Astra as I feel to the ill to the ill frail Victorian era child. Okay, let's be honest. I want to think if any of us was put into like the Victorian time, I don't think any of us would survive. All the things that they were battling back then, I would be the first one dead, let's be honest. With my immune system, literally someone breathes on me, I'm already dead. You know? At that point. How much for you to say I'm a flat earther? Okay, in all honesty, you can't pay me enough to do that. I can't. Tuberculosis, I think that's the least of your problems. Because it's like, tuberculosis came a little bit later. But think about like all the other stuff that like just the common cold will kill you. Like just eating something that's a little bit bad, you'll probably have like dysentery and just die. Because like, you know, you're like puking and on like a non-existent toilet for like, your last like breath, you know? And there's like all the other diseases going around. Not even, no, I can't. No, my science brain will not let me. You can't pay me enough to agree with any of that. I can't. 101 can. No, 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 I can't. Lucky! Hello, hello, how are you? 31 months, thank you. Thank you for always, you know, thank you for always being a member. 31 is like 6-7. But not funny. I still chuckled, but, you know. Honestly, those two. Oh my god, I can't speak right now. Honestly, those two things overlap way too often. I know, which is like, oof, can't. I tuned out. What is this about Astra dying on the toilet? I'm not saying I'm gonna die on the toilet. I'm just saying that basically, if any of us was dropped in like the Victorian times, I don't think we'll survive. Definitely, I would not survive. With every like type of disease and hygiene going on at that time, yeah, I'm the first one dead. Hope you're feeling better. I'll be a member till the day I die. Aww, thank you, Lucky. I'm doing way better. I'm slowly getting better, which is a good thing. Also tell Nai to unblock me. Nai, why did you block Lucky? What happened? What is this? Hard bargain. No, 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 no. I have my dignity and my honor as like a science major cannot. Not even with that type of money. I'm sorry. It's like, no. I can't. My science brain will shrivel up and die if I agree. Her pride doesn't let her. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a little bit of that, okay? He called me a tsundere, but what if you are? What's wrong with being called a tsundere? Hmm? It's better than the other one, the yanderes. Do you really want to be called that? Because that's basically you're mentally unstable. You know? Isn't that way better than being called a yandere? Because that's basically him saying that you're mentally unstable. Crazy that I only have 3 oceans. What? Wait, what do you mean? What happened? I'm just making a point right now. Don't be a sister. Don't I have a point though? You know? Wouldn't you rather be a tsundere than a yandere? Think about it. That means you're mentally stable. No? So you'll rather be a yandere than a tsundere? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me you're mentally unstable? I'm neither? Well, why? What if you only had those 2 choices in life? I know that there's more than that, but it gets a little bit too complex. Okay, my brain cannot handle all of them. Both aren't mentally well. No, one of them is way better than the other. The other one is a little bit like very much of a this can land someone in jail maybe, while the other one is just, you know, harmless. There's a fine line between them. Oh, you hate pancakes, Astra? What? I agree. I think soon are cool. You can only dish it out, and can't take it. That was science today, but yeah. If you only had those two options, would you rather be that or the other one? You know, you have to pick the lesser of the two evils. How do we even get into these topics just randomly? I wonder you're under a girlfriend. Oof. I don't know, Palm. They may sound great in the moment, but you know what might happen? Might have a situation like that one Japanese girl that became like a meme for like all the yanderes in the world, where she stabbied her so-called host boyfriend, not boyfriend person. He survived, but then he can't be a host no more because apparently he had like a punctured liver or something. You don't want to be him, do you? Now she's faithful until you accidentally okay, you think so? Until you're just talking to a female coworker and then she thinks that you're into them. And then you know what she goes and does? She does the stabby is what's gonna happen. You know? You just help like one of your female coworkers because she accidentally tripped and you grabbed her arm because you didn't want her to like basically eat concrete, and you're, not all their girlfriend thinks that you're into her, and then she does a stabby. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? You think that she is faithful, but you just have to make sure that you have no contact with any female in like the vicinity at all. Phyllis, we all want girlfriends to slap and hit us, but then kiss us right after. I feel like that's like a very, you know what that's called? That's called a toxic relationship, where it's like, what is it? It's called love bombing. You know what that is? Where they basically, do something that is like mentally or physically harming to your body and then love bomb you to keep you in this relationship. Do you really want that kind of relationship? Sounds very toxic to me is what it is. I think the stabby is hot. Well, I hope you guys have a long life if that's what you're into. I believe her, her name. I'm cool with that, if you're into that, that's fine. You just have to make sure to, not have any contact with any female person in the world. Even if it's like an old lady, she might think it's a thing. So you gotta be careful. You gotta just surround yourself with like the male individuals. Hopefully she would not think anything of it, she won't cheat on me. I know. Self-defense. That's what you think. You know what that guy also thought? He thought he was safe sleeping in like his own house and everything, and she goes in and does a stabby while he's sleeping. You can't self-defend yourself when you're sleeping now, can you? This is going down really off topic, but I'm just letting you know. She never killed him. Yeah, but now he has like only one like kidney or something. You know, he could have not survived. You never know. He was just very lucky at that point. No, I'm pretty sure that's just on the Matrix. Her name was Yuno. Yeah, I don't really remember her name, but I know that there was that situation. Oh. Well, you might have some undying issues. Oh, the pink hair girl in Future Diary. She never. Then again, it's been a minute since I seen the anime. Oh, are you? I was referring to like a real life situation. Have you guys not heard of that real life situation that happened like a while ago? It was a long time ago in Japan. About that, yeah, that one girl. That one, yeah. I have, okay. I'm not delusional. No? Oh, so Palm, you were talking about an anime this whole time. I thought you were talking about the case. Okay, but like for the people who don't know, there was a case in Japan where there was a female who also works at a host club. So basically she's a hostess, and the person that she after work she also goes to a host club to see this one guy, and she spends all the money that she earns from her host job to spend on this guy, and she ended up putting him on the #1 spot at his club. And then they ended up having I don't think they were ever like actually like girlfriend boyfriend, but they ended up living together for a bit, and you know, all this stuff. And then yeah, one day she just kind of like snapped, and she basically stabbed him a couple times while he was sleeping. And then he basically had to crawl out of their apartment building, and he got to the main floor, and he was just laying there like bleeding out. And then she comes out of like the elevator, sits right beside him, smoking a cigarette. And then the police come, and then, you know, they save him. He loses a liver, he can't be a host anymore. And yeah, and then she goes to jail for a little bit, but she's out again, I think. But yeah, no, that was a whole situation. And then there's like that meme of her going around when it happened. And then everybody was like, oh my god. She's like, she loved him so much that she like, you know, was the only one. She's like the true life, like yandere situation. Yeah, it's a real thing. Wait, she's out? I'll go find her. Yeah. It happened a while ago, like a long time ago. No, not that long ago, but like a while ago. So she's out again, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Japan keeps people in jail for too long. So. But yeah, no, it's a real life case. You mentioned a pink anime girl, and I thought you were talking about Future Diaries. No, I was talking about a real life case. But yeah. But see, she's like the real life version of her. I guess if you really want someone like that, I guess there is, I don't want to say hope, because that's kind of unhinged, but there are people in real life like that. They're not just in anime, apparently. So there's a chance you might meet one in the wild. Yeah, I'll stab my fake boyfriend and got away with it. I don't know, I thought punishment was pretty severe. I think it is, but then it depends on like if they didn't because since he technically didn't die, like she only got sentenced for like harming him since he didn't die. So I don't know about like if it's like a death thing, if they actually kill someone. I feel like they do have death sentences in Japan, but like some other ones make no sense. So, I feel like in Asia, some of like the sentencing for some individuals make no sense to me. Like other ones they do, but most of them are like, why, kind of thing. Is she single? I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like you have a lot of competition because she was really popular when it happened, so she may not be single no more. But you can always, look her up. Maybe she is. I'm scared now. If you were to talk more on Discord server, I know. But let's be honest. If I ever did talk on the Discord server, I feel like I'll be more unhinged. Because definitely on YouTube, there are like certain topics that you can't talk about that will probably, I'll get like dinged for. But yeah, I feel like, I'll be more unhinged if I ever talked in Discord. Because there are certain topics that like, oh, I learned about it. Well, okay, I like went down a rabbit hole, but they're definitely not anything that I can really talk in detail on stream. Because they're a bit like, I feel like the police might need to get involved situations. Uncensored Astra YouTube trembles in fear. I know, even like, I feel like sometimes when I do streams with Celestia, Lily's always like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be talking about that. Astra, stop. I'm okay. Never mind. Yeah, Lily's always the one that's like, okay, I don't think we should be talking about this. I'm like, you're right. Sorry. Sidetracked. I'm always sidetracking. I'm gonna stop basically. Lily always has to apply the brakes. It's like, Astra, no, we're not getting into that. Remember, this is YouTube. You gotta, choose your words wisely. Well, I'm just like an unfiltered mess. PS, unless you're making it. That's the thing. I don't know. I feel like YouTube sometimes, they're very much like, it depends on the day. Some days YouTube's like, oh, you want to talk about this? Okay, that's fine. And then the next day is like, no, you can't say anything about this at all. You're gonna scare the host away. Crazy to silence her Oshi. She's looking out for her Oshi. She doesn't want her Oshi to be cancelled, She doesn't want a Google Docie to be made about her Oshi. Go to Kick and then let it all out. Kick is a scary place though. Sometimes Kick is a little bit too much of like an unfiltered, oh my goodness. Like some of the things people say on there, it's like, pretty sure that's illegal. I don't think you should be doing that situation. Monday's a good day, but Tuesday is not at all. But yeah. Not illegal, just very political. Is it? I don't know. I'm hardly ever on like Twitch either. Kick I will never touch. I feel like Kick is a very much of I'll be scarred. if I even open it, I feel like the stream that is like playing right on like the homepage, I'll probably be scarred. So yeah, I'm not gonna touch that with like a 10-foot pole. Twitch, I'm hardly on because I feel like everybody that I really know are on YouTube, and Twitch is just like a whole different environment that I have no idea how to navigate. So I'm not gonna touch it, kind of thing. I don't think they have freedom of speech in Canada. They do, but we know how to we know what is freedom of speech and what is just like you're unhinged. It's what I want to say, but I feel like that depends on each person, you know? Some people have the brain cells for it, some people don't. Let me just put it that way. Canada doesn't have freedom at all. True. In all honesty, everything I talk about is all planned. It's all censored in its own way. How did you know? Yeah. Unless it's a call to violence, then it counts, I think, for the law. That's the thing. Sometimes I feel like I don't know if people understand the actual like definition of like freedom of speech. I feel like some people have like the wrong definition of it. Because some of the things people say, it's like, I don't think that's really freedom of speech. I feel like that's very like discriminating of some sort, you know? That they just like put the veil of, this is my freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want. I'm like, there's certain things that you shouldn't say, you know? There's things that you should just keep in your brain. Most people don't. Yeah, I kind of figure. I feel like they just have the word freedom and speech that they just think it's like, you know, a free for all. I can say whatever I want. I'm like, there's an extent to it. They shouldn't say that, but it would still be covered. I think, is it? I don't know. Maybe. Sometimes it's just like, you're free to say whatever you want, but there are consequences to what you say. Yeah, I feel like some people don't understand that there are consequences. There's certain things that you shouldn't say. Like, you can say them, no one's stopping you, but there are consequences to what you say. You know? This ain't the UK after all. Yeah. I don't know, it's like... I think it's also crazy because recently I was watching like a video where they just compare like mindsets of like certain people. They were doing one about like Canada versus the US, and it just seems very much like, yeah, the US is more like, their mindset is very more confrontational. Everything is always about like, you know, proving your point and trying to like win a fight in an argument. While most Canadians are just kind of like, you know, you discuss situations. While in the US it's more of like you're not discussing it, you're just arguing. Which I found kind of interesting. I'm like, oh, is that really a thing? I guess so. I don't think I really have much of an argument with people. When we disagree, it's more of like a discussion. But sometimes it's like, there can be repercussions from other people, but the government can't do anything. For example, I can say F the government, but if I say make death threats to someone, it can be big, which I understand, you know. But I feel like some people, they just think that, you know, I can say whatever I want, even if it is a death threat. It's like, oh, you know, I can, my freedom. It's like, yeah, but you're threatening someone situation. So you're willing to debate about flat Earth, okay? Ugh. Mm. Okay, no, I can't. I can't even debate with them because, like, there's no way. There is no such thing as debating a flat earther, because every time you have like proof that they're wrong, they're gonna say no. It's all government made. All of your all of your facts and like everything, the government is trying to control you, and it's like there's no way. There's no way of like having a conversation with them, is what it is. Here's another example. Earth is flat as a pancake. Sue me. You know what? You can say whatever you want. But it's just like the way I think about you afterwards is, I guess it's just, you know, how you're perceived by others may be different. You know? The Earth is flatter than Astra. Hey, what do you mean? You're too funny, Astra. What? You made your point. When I'm like, oh, Canadians are more of like having discussion, and you put out the flyers, like, okay, never mind. I guess I'm not Canadian enough. I can't. It's based on situations. In that situation, I can't have a reasonable discussion with anyone. Uh, mhm. uh, how long have I been streaming for? 2 hours? Who? I didn't even know I was just yapping away for 2 hours straight. What did we even talk about? A lot of things. What you think about me? I want a yandere girlfriend in this pancake-shaped Earth with no vaccines. Perfect world. I feel like we'll have less people. In all honesty, if you think of the world like that, I feel like we'll have less people in the world. It might be a good thing, because maybe if like all the people who think like that will be less. So maybe the world will be a better place if that was the case. Hypothermia. Oh yeah, we did talk about hypothermia. My weird obsession. Oh. Yeah, we went through so many different topics. It's kind of funny. I feel like if anyone just like randomly watches the VOD afterwards, it's like, oh my god, this girl is unhinged. Why is she... Okay, not unhinged, but I feel like they'll probably think that this girl probably has like a learning disability of some sort. Like she's probably on the spectrum. Because I jump from so many different topics. It's just like, this girl has things. She has demons of her own. ADHD, probably. I want to think that I don't have it, but I have never been diagnosed, so I'm gonna just say I don't have it. I heard that if you shrink the Earth down to the size of a cue ball, it'll be smoother than a cue. Really? Would it be? I ever get hypothermia, I know who called. Don't call me. You need to see emergency. By the time you call me, I won't pick up and GG. Have you we have learned that even in Discord I never reply. So don't count on me on anything. Astra is not mentally well. How did you know? Let's be honest. I feel like anyone who streams has to be unique in their own way of some sort for them to be entertaining. You know, if you're a streamer and you're mentally well, or like, you know, society says that you are, then I don't think you'll be as entertaining. Let's be honest. So the Earth might technically be flatter than Hey. Astra, can your 2.0 model be flatter? Flatter, pretty please? What do you mean? So Skyward's a godder? Yeah, don't count on me. We already established that I give you this knowledge so you can use it. Not for you to call me and ask me what to do, because I'm not gonna be able to help you, because I'll probably read your message. I'll be like, oh, I'll reply like in 2 seconds. I'm busy right like at this moment. I'll forget and GG. You know, I'm not gonna be of any help. That is nice. Okay, is it really though? Celeste is missing a really flat girl. It's not servicing the whole market. Missed opportunity. You know what? Maybe Celestia should just create a new member, and we'll all take turns being that member. You know, we have a voice changer now. We can have a 5th member that will be basically like have like multiple personalities, you know? That's fine. She's marketing for a wider audience. She can be whatever a whole bunch of people will want. You know? Perfect. Our marketing will be amazing. Shuma doesn't draw flat girls. I know. We gotta get adopted by someone else at that point. Oh my god. But what if that was a thing? What if like when I started VTubing, I had a whole different model? I feel like that'll be interesting. Would my voice even match it? Maybe. But maybe you guys are so used to this voice with this model that it'll be like whiplash kind of thing. I heard it this way. Black women are like a dessert. Wait, there's not much there, but it's really. What? You're. I can't disagree with that. You know what? I guess that is a thing. Imagine a movie directed by Astra. Oh my god. I feel like everybody will be lost. If I ever directed a movie, it'll be like you'll be having a really bad trip of some sort. Uh, uh, 10 genres at once, basically. You can't breathe, find her inhaler. You almost broke Astra. Yeah, now that I think about it, I guess that's a way to like describe, you know, people's interest. Someone's interest, you know? Never really thought about it that way, but I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. Remember when everyone clocked who Astra was in the Celeste debut? Cause her voice, I know. Like how? Why? It's called freedom of speech. See, this is why I can't imitate anyone's voices. I wonder if anyone can imitate mine in Celestia. Probably. I feel like my voice isn't that hard to imitate. I speak so slow that you just have to be mindful of that, and you can probably nail it at this point. Maybe I should just start using a voice changer. Oh my god, maybe next year? Next year for like, if we don't do a Celestia April Fools, maybe I should just try to do like a funny like debut of some type. That'll be hilarious. Kind of unique voice. Yeah, I feel like my voice is very much not a very girly voice. But think about it. What if I debuted with a super girly voice? I feel like that would be a palette for like a wide market, as I was saying, you know. But then it'll be very hard for me. It wouldn't work. Do you really think so? I feel like if a Valley girl, I feel like if I had more of like I when I think about it, I cringe. But think about it. If like I had like more of a girly voice, I feel like it would be more marketable to like the wider audience. You know? Because it'll be like most... Okay, I don't want to say that. That's very much very mean, so I won't say it. But yeah. It'll be more marketable for the wider audience. Anyone can imitate you as long as or is this a little wait, or whatever word the kids made up. What what are you trying to say? It reveals your model is covered up. I'll cover up its armpits. And we're all like, yes. Get mad. You sound like a dude. Yeah, my voice is very low. Or it's like lower than you would think. I think like being sick too isn't really helping it. I think my voice is like raspier since I'm like still kind of sick, so it's not really helping with like everything. You sound like a dude affectionately. You know what? It's okay. I feel like if I had a super girly voice, it'll be weird. I don't know, for me. Because it'll be much of like, oh my god. Too much. I know you sound like a legit dude. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm trying real hard to be a girl, but I can't fix my voice. So this is what it is. I don't want your voice to change. What, you didn't like? You don't like my Josephine voice? You don't like my higher pitch voice? Because that's like a really high pitch compared to like my usual defaulted low, my lower voice. Hold on. I'm sorry to break your bubble. I thought you knew. But yeah. Uh uh but yeah. No, definitely I feel like unsubscribe. No, come back. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I feel like for most people, especially like the beginning days of VTubing, even when I started, I feel like if I did have a more girly voice, um, it would probably be more, um, what people would imagine, I think, for VTubers most of the time. Especially like since my model isn't very much like too revealing, because I feel like when your model has more like suggestive like outfits and stuff, you would assume that their voices would be not not too girly and be more mature. Then it'll be like, oh, okay, whatever. But with my model, I feel like it would, if you haven't really, if I started streaming and I started off with like a super girly voice, it would be like, yeah, that's totally what this model would have. But then you're stuck with me. You're stuck with this voice. Deal with it. When you're a girl, this is some BS. I've been lying to you this whole time. You know, 4 years is coming up. This is I'm revealing it all. Your voice fits your personality, I say. I feel like yeah, I feel like the things I talk about and just like the way I act, it would be a very much like Whiplash if I had like a really girly voice. But then I also feel like if I had a really girly voice and said all these things, it would be like a marketable thing too. Because they'll be like, oh my god, this girl sounds so like, you know, girly, but she talks about the most unhinged things. Like, wow, so different. So unique. Your next model needs an outfit that expresses how you dress. Black hoodie only and your unkept hair. Yeah, basically. I just need to look like a you know, a gremlin. Yeah, just like a black hoodie with the hood up and then like pulling the strings all the way like taut, so then you don't really see my face at all. You only like see like my forehead from the little hole thing in the hoodie, and that's basically me. Girl fails are marketable these days. Yeah, but then they also attract the most unhinged people. Like the full on like what there was that one time that trend where it's like the girl failure, but they're also like marketing themselves as a very much a dirty individual, like, you know, the type that doesn't shower and stuff. I don't know what the word is for that. Apparently that's very marketable, but with the wrong people. I don't know if I want to attract those types of people. They're kind of scary, let's be honest. They're a little bit unhinged, you know. That's a little bit too much for me. I don't know if I can like I can stomach that. But you're also unhinged. Yeah, but like not that type of unhinged though. I mean, get to it. I mean, not every day you hear about dry ice and hypothermia at the same conversation. I know, right? This is also a learning stream. Who would have thought? It's called dirty. You just said it. Okay. But I'm hoping that they're not actually that in real life. I hope that they're like, just playing it off because I feel like, hygiene is a very important thing. You know, like technology has developed where we have good hygiene for a reason. You know, you don't want to be a walking biohazard. I'm sorry. There's a line that I will not cross, and that is the line. But yeah, they mm, a real man can appreciate the smell of a woman. Not that kind of smell. But yeah, you know how like the that girl feel like um type? I feel like you attract like the very much the white knights of like I can fix her. Which is like we have to be realistic, you can't fix people. I'm sorry. If you're going into like a situation where you think you can fix a person, you're not fixing them. Okay, you're just delusional at that point. I'm sorry to say. We have to be realistic here. I gotta make sure you guys are realistic and you guys aren't being like catfished. Okay? You can't go around thinking that you can fix someone or they tell you that you might be the one to be able to fix them. No, 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 no. They're not fixable unless they want to be fixed. And most of the time they don't want to. Okay? Therapy. I'm just looking out for you guys. Astra can't be fixed. I'm perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't need to be fixed. I'm good. But yeah, you know how like there's always, yeah, they market themselves like that, and then there's the unhinged individuals who are like, oh my god, like I can be the one. She's really the one for me. I can fix her. If like if I like, if I shower her in all these gifts and she like, she notices me, there might be a chance that we might meet in real life and have start like a relationship. No. No. I'm gonna smack some reality into you. Do not fall for that trap. All right. Do not. Really? I got a list that says something else. What do you mean? I'm fine as I am. Okay, Astra, I know from personal experience, the people that like these women do not want to fix them. It's more of that is it though? I feel like they're like the type is like, oh my god, if I'm with them, I can make them feel better. Like that's their type of fixing, because these girl failures are always like, oh no, I'm like I'm so sad because I can't do any of these things. Oh, woe is me, blah blah blah. And then you have people who are like, oh my god, this is my chance. I have a chance if I do all these things. Don't be fooled. Women are a master of deception. I'm sorry to say this. Guys are too, but I feel like girls are able to play it off a little bit more. Don't get tricked by them. Don't. I'm looking out for everybody. Don't be fooled by, the damsel in distress. Astra makes me misogynist. I'm not okay. I'm just looking out for you because they're situations online. Okay. The girl who shows you that, she may not even be a girl. Okay. This is why catfishing is a thing. Especially, I don't know, especially with like, I don't know if I'm just being very pessimistic, but there's like sometimes when you're on Twitter and you just read a whole bunch of Google Docies about certain VTubers in general and why they're getting these Google Docies written about them, you're just like, yeah, you can't trust people online. Even better? No. Don't fall for it, Palm. You have to use your brain. Don't fall for their trickeries. Okay, I think I'm just going down these tangents because I've been watching a lot of like YouTube, what are they called? What are they like? People who make documentaries on like VTuber drama. I've been watching a lot of those like recently, and they've been doing a lot about like certain individuals who are like marketing the girl failure vibe, and then they get like exposed for not being all honest with their community, and it like all blows up in their face kind of thing. Oh, it's almost 11. I'm gonna pass out. Thank you for no, thank you for staying for so long, Crow. Have a wonderful good night and amazing Friday. Oh, I'm just going on tangents now, but yeah, no, thank you for staying for so long. Have a wonderful good night. Can I trust an anime girl for relationship advice? Okay, it's not really relationship advice. I'm just telling you to, you know, think with your brain and not with emotions. Please use your brain is what I'm trying to say. Astra drama when? Oh, hopefully I don't have any drama. But who knows? That's what everybody says, and one day you wake up and there's gonna be a Google Docie about you. So, at the moment, knock on wood, no drama. But my brain tells me lies. I can't help you. I can't help you then. I'm sorry. I tried. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of like YouTube. They're not really expose videos, but like, yeah, like kind of like documentaries of like the downfalls of certain like VTubers, or like they're not even like really big ones. They're still technically big, but they're not like corpo big, but they're like big in their own little communities and like their downfalls. And I'm just like, dang. They'd be advertising for the wrong type of community. Like they make a lot of money from it, but it's like, I don't know if you want that type of community. They're very much of like red flags everywhere situations. I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a little bit older and I have like experience working in like types of like retail jobs and like, you know, interacting with other people, that I feel like there's certain things that you shouldn't talk about or do as a streamer, or like in general as a person. So maybe it's just kind of like, especially with a lot of VTubers who are like very, very young, who don't really have like experience working and just having like a professional experience. I feel like sometimes it's just like, oof, there's certain things that you shouldn't talk about or shouldn't do, or like, you know, keep it to yourself drama. So I don't know, but it's interesting to read though. Like, I'm all in to read these Google Docies to, you know, be like, ooh, she shouldn't have done that, or he shouldn't have done that kind of thing. But it's just like, I just think about it sometimes. Like some of these docies could be resolved with people just being mature adults and talking, but who knows? That's a me thing. Who knows? If you make a podcast, tangent sounds like a good name. I know, right? But every podcast is like, how would I even title the title of like each episode? Because it'll be a lie. Because I'll be like, oh, we're gonna talk about this and never talk about that topic ever. I follow some fail VTubers. I feel like it depends on like how they're marketing themselves and like, you know, what kind of community they're building, because sometimes some of them are very toxic in the sense that like their community is a little bit too much of like, oh my god, like they need to know everything about the streamer, and they're very much like in like their business, and it's just like there's certain things. There needs to be a fine line. I guess it's more like parasocial. I guess that's the word I want to use. It's like some of these people lean too much into the parasocial that it becomes very dangerous, that I'm like concerned with. I think it is. It's almost your curfew. I know it is, but it's been a while since I chatted with everyone, so it's like nice to just like talk. You read the docs? There are 1,000 of pages sometimes, right? Yeah, I think it depends. Sometimes I like skim through them if it's like if it's a really long document. I literally skim through like parts of it. It's like, oh, this isn't like the interesting part, and then I go to like the, you know, the popcorn worthy parts of it. But yeah, if it's really big ones, then they usually have people who do like a summary of the docu, and I can just like watch that. But yeah, sometimes it's like, it's interesting how some people decide to air out their laundry, which I'm like, oh wow, okay. At least she admits she's old. I feel like I think that's one good thing, is that I'm like quote unquote mature enough to be able to be like, yeah, some of these dockies aren't as dramatic as as they're making it to be, but they're interesting to read. I'm always into a good drama that I'm not like part of. But being mature doesn't make big bucks. That's the thing. But I feel like it's also how you want to advertise yourself too, right? It depends on like how... What's the word I want to use? How you want to portray yourself, I think, is the word. Because I don't think I would ever want to portray myself as like that type of individual, because I feel like that's not really me. And it's like, I want to be like as honest as I can to like, obviously there's certain things that I can't tell you guys, or like I don't want to share, because obviously parasocial and whatnot. But I want to be as like honest as I can as like an individual, because it's like, I don't know, that's just my personality. I don't want to like build like my whole streaming career on like a whole bunch of lies of even like my personality. Like there's some people who like build like a whole different personality for streaming, which is like props on them that, you know, they can do that. But that's just so much like mental gymnastics that it's like, I want to do this as like a fun thing to do, not like, you know, every time I hit the go live, I have to be like, okay, this is my personality for this person, or like this character. That's too much for my brain. Too much. I don't know if I want to cater to people who want to see that version of me that's not the real me kind of thing, you know? I don't know, that's just a me thing. Astra episode title 1. and then never talk about it. Oh my god, that's such like a that's such that's such what is it? Clickbaity name. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. We're going into like a very like weird topic now. I think it's getting a little I feel like we should be talking about this in like anniversary stream. This is getting a little bit like very personal. Not personal, but like more like whatever. I can't think of the word. I think it's getting too late. My brain is like slowly turning into mush. I think of it as reading for Harry Potter novels. At this point, some Google Docs are like that, but then sometimes it's also sometimes you know they're young too by the way they format their document. Like the way they format it and how they write, it's just like it's hard to read sometimes. Okay, let me just say it straight up. Sometimes it's just like can you not format this a little bit better? You know, for easier reading a little bit, you know? But yeah. After I haven't been able to tell any Celestium member about this, but it's about VTubers and the funny recent for ASMR, but it's a bit not safe for work. Oh, it causes There's a recent trend of ASMR? Is there? I don't know. I'm not into ASMR, so I can't really say much about it. It causes drama. There is? Okay, now I'm kind of curious about what it is. I don't know if I see, this is what happens. Wait. What do you mean it's a womb ASMR? So is it just like water sound? Wait. I'm trying to know. Oh, please don't tell me it's like is this about like, you know, a delivery room kind of thing? Like, is that what my brain is? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? Gojo, hello, how are you? I don't know if I want to research this now. Oh. Oh wait. Were you think they stick the mic? Oh, what? Oh, okay, that was not what I was thinking of. Ow. The first thing I think about is ow. But why? Why? I see. I'm okay. Okay, I'm not gonna think about this that hard. I'm like trying to like comprehend this, but my brain is slowly like slowly like shutting down, trying to think of this. I'm like, okay, no. Okay. Don't think about it, Astra. There's no. Let me just say it sounds are live. But why? I don't understand this. Acting innocent or no? I don't understand the appeal of it, but maybe it's because I'm not the targeted audience for it. And the one VTuber was like a wait, was a guy that guy the mic broke while it was, you know, and the doctor VTuber was a girl, and he did the whole thing about what type of mic he used. What? All I'll say is most sound ASMR is popular, and I can't imagine it sounds. See, now then I also then question like what is society. I think then my brain just goes like, what is wrong with society? This is how society is now. The world is just gonna burn at this point. I'm just thinking the world is ending. I mean, there have been simulated womb sounds for a long time. It's like, okay, that's the thing. That's what I thought it was when I first heard like the womb ASMR. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like just like water sounds. Like, okay. And then when Nai said it wasn't that, I thought it was like something else about like, you know, the situation of delivering a baby situation where I guess some people are into being the baby, whatever, you know, you do you know, whatever you do in your spare time is your thing. But yeah, I thought it was that, but it's even worse. So I'm okay, never mind. The new parent, okay, no, that's the thing. Good on you if like, you know, you're comfortable for doing that. It's just that I question the taste of the people who enjoy it, or who are actively typing in the search bar for this specific ASMR. You know, it's very specific, and it's just like, what kind of thing. When you have to be extra close to your wife, oh no. I'm not condoning women. I'm not either, but it's like, it's, You're forgetting people are free. Yeah, sometimes I forget. Maybe that's like the normie me forgets that there's weirdos. Okay, no, weirdo is that is very me. There are interesting people in the world who have interesting niche hobbies and likes. You know? Like, they're not harming anyone, you know, you do you, but it is, you know, eyebrow raising to some individuals. AKA me. I'm not condoning it. I'm promoting it. I'll listen to it after the stream just by Astra. You know, you do you. You know? Whatever you do in your free time is your free time. You know? As long as you're not expecting any of this from me, then it's fine. Okay. If you were, that is like that's when I'm gonna be using the timeout. I have never used the timeout on anyone, but I will start using that if that's what, you know. Obviously, you have not been to my streams long enough to even try to suggest that is like what is, there's something wrong with you, is what I'm trying to say. You know, you do whatever you do in your free time, you do you. Say free dot. Oh, I want to be nice. I'm gonna use the word interesting. I expect more. Please, no. No sub goals. No, none of that. All right, you guys are tuning into the wrong stream if that's what you want. Um. Okay, fine. Yeah, you do you. You already have individuals that you already know are providing that I don't want to use the word service. It sounds kind of weird, but providing that niche thing. So you know where to go to find that. You do you. All right. And you ain't finding it here. All right. That's all I can say. Astra ASMR roleplay, and it starts off like a date but ends in a min because you no. We're not doing any ASMR. We tried it once, it was horrible, not ever again. We have a deal, no deal. No. Actually, you can call me. No, I'm just gonna call you interesting because I use that word for good and bad things. So it'll be the neutral term. But your voice is good for no. This is too bad. The thing is that if I personally like ASMR, I would probably try to do that myself, kind of thing. Like try it, but I'm not. The thing is, I'm not into ASMR, so that ship has sailed. Like I have no whatsoever interest of ever trying it because I don't even like listening to it. So it's that ship has sailed. It has never docked ever. So it is what it is. Acting nice for no reason. He wants to be called. You're so ignorant. No. I don't want to you know, give you that. I refuse. Think interesting is more mean? No, because it could be, you know, an interesting situation could be good or bad. An interesting person could be good or bad, depending on your own definition of it. You don't know my definition of it. It can be either for me. You know? So it's like a good neutral ground. It's like a backhand. No. It depends. What if I'm actually saying it in like a positive way? You never know. Okay, but I should go now. It's getting super late. For me, that means it's super late for everybody else. But this was a nice stream. As in, we got to chat about a whole bunch of different things. And, I have learned something new that I probably did not need to know. But, I have learned something new, I guess. I'm flipping you off, by the way. It's okay, I can't see it, so, you know, you can see it, but I'm like, maybe you're just showing me your pinky. I don't know. You know? Nice, yeah, right. It's it's eye-opening, I guess, how interesting some people are. Can you see it now? Nope. It's still a pinky. That's all I'm seeing right now. But yeah, no. Everyone, thank you for, you know, sticking with me for 3 hours. It's been a while since I was able to chat with you guys. So it's been nice to be able to just chat and like talk about random things. But yeah, everyone have a wonderful good night. It's censoring it, ha. See? So it's just a pinky. No, I refuse to check Discord just because you said it. I know. But yeah, no. Thank you everyone for staying so long. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful good night, amazing Friday, and I will see you guys on Saturday for Pokemon. It won't be a long stream though, for sure. It'll probably only be 2 hours, maybe a little bit more um depending on how much time I actually have. But we'll do some like Pokemon hunting of some sort. Check it. Oh, I can't see it. I wonder where it is. Oh, where is it? No, can't see it. Oh, that looks like the pinky. Still looks like a pinky finger. What a nice pinky finger. Okay, goodbye. Call him. No, he's an interesting individual. You know? Thank you, you saw it? No. What do you mean? I didn't see anything. I just assumed that it was just the pinky. Alright, goodbye everyone. Have a wonderful good night. Bye 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 bye. 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 Oh shoot. Wrong one. It's been a while. Anyway, goodbye. I don't know why. Okay, bye.